Good evening to you. I'm meteorologist Meg Ryan, filling in for Tim Buckley, who is taking a much needed few days off, extending that holiday break. And some of you might have done the same thing. Some of you are right back to normal schedule for today. But for the past month or so, I would say when it comes to weather in the Piedmont Triad, temperatures by far have been the biggest story, that in the lack of rain. But of course, that is going to change. And we've seen these big temperature swings several times over the past weeks. Remember Veterans Day, remember how cold it got? Well, we saw another one of those big swings this week where on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, well above average temperatures. In fact, the day before Thanksgiving, it was 70 degrees, and then, ooh, right down Thursday, only a high of 49, mid 40s for Friday and Saturday, and then yesterday only a high of 42. And these cooler temperatures, I will tell you, are here to stay. This morning we started off near freezing and then quickly climbed up into the 40s. We only saw a high of about 45 degrees, and then we've seen this downward trend with temperatures, but now they're starting to come up again, and that's in advance of this system that's going to be bringing us that much needed rain. Lots of sunshine this morning, more clouds in the afternoon, and we made it all the way up to 45 degrees today. Of course, that's 10 degrees cooler than where we should be for this time of the year. Record low was 9 degrees back in 1929, and that record high 75 in 2006. No rain in the rain bucket today. That will certainly change for tomorrow. We're doing okay for the year, only down almost 3/4 of an inch, but November, very dry. I think we only saw a little bit over half an inch of rain, which is about 3 inches, is where we should be. So a significant decrease from where we should be, but we're going to start to change that in the form of some much needed rain. High temperatures today only in the mid 40s across many areas. Reedsville saw 46 also in Burlington. Over in Wilkesboro, 43, 38 in Jefferson, 41 over in Boone. Right now in Greensboro, it's actually warmed up a little bit, 40 degrees. Dew point has come up as well as we're getting more moisture in the air as that storm system moves our way, and hopefully will bring us that good soaking rain. Unfortunately, it is going to be cold. Temperatures right now across the area in the upper 30s, low 40s in many areas. Reedsville's at 33, also Stoneville, Mountain area, you're at 37. 39 over in High Point. Here's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to keep it dry not much longer, as that rain is really knocking on our back door, and a weather impact alert day is only for the first half of tomorrow. This is going to be a quick mover, but with big impacts. Then quieter for Wednesday, Thursday, and then we are definitely keeping our eye on Friday. But let's talk about what we can expect really over the next 24 hours. So starting about midnight tonight through lunchtime tomorrow, this is when we're going to see the biggest impact from this rain. Some of you are going to see the rain a little bit earlier, even a little bit later tomorrow, but the impact, that's when we're going to see it. And what are we going to see? Rain and lots of it. It could be heavy at times. In fact, you'll see we have a 100% chance of rain in the forecast. We don't do that very often. That shows you just how confident we are that pretty much everybody is going to see that rain tomorrow morning. And it's going to be a cold rain. Temperatures barely above freezing, but they will be above freezing in the Piedmont Triad. That's going to give us just that cold rain. Up in the foothills in the mountains, they do have a possibility of some freezing rain, as they'll see temperatures drop below freezing for a short period of time. So what do you need? You need to prepare for not only the rain, so that would be, waterproof jacket, umbrella, but also cold. It needs to be insulated so that you're warm, and be prepared for a messy morning commute. We also need to talk about kids who ride the bus in the morning. I know they don't like to wear the winter coats, and they definitely don't like an umbrella, but both are highly recommended for tomorrow. They'll be much more thankful if they wear them, if they use that umbrella, because it's going to be a soggy, cold mess at the bus stop in the morning. Look at all this moisture. We've been watching it. Earlier it was just over Louisiana and Mississippi, and now really filling in as all that Gulf moisture is coming up from the south and the east, and that is what's going to give us this soggy, cold day tomorrow. You see that rain really starting to fill in over the upstate of South Carolina, portions of the North Carolina mountains back towards Tennessee, and almost right along I-40. We're seeing some of those initial showers starting to develop, starting to move in Davie County, you're starting to see some wet weather. Davidson County, you're going to be seeing it soon as well. And Forsyth County, as this initial batch of rain starts to move into the Triad. But up in the foothills in the mountains, it is going to be cold enough that they could see some freezing rain. Not looking at big accumulations because it's not a long-lasting event. This winter weather advisory is in effect now through lunchtime tomorrow, through noon tomorrow. And basically all the counties you see here all have a 2-hour delay tomorrow. Up in Virginia, I think they have a virtual school day tomorrow. But all the updated listings of school delays, cancellations, virtual days, all that is on the WFMY News 2 website. So here's what you can expect over the next 12 hours. Rain. Let's just be honest. It's going to be rainy. It's going to be cold. As you can see, temperatures not moving a whole lot. So in the morning, coldest temperature we're going to get is about 34, 35 degrees. So above freezing, enough above freezing that we're not concerned in the Triad of freezing rain. That's going to be a foothills mountains issue. I am thinking a little bit about fog. Visibilities will be reduced. It's not going to be dense fog, but because it's already going to be cold, because we're going to see the rain, and it can be heavy at times, adding a little bit of visibility issues on top of that can add even more to the mess. So all this is associated with this area of low pressure. It is quickly moving up towards the Carolinas. This is what's bringing us the rain, but it's also going to quickly move out of here, taking the rain with it. Behind it, high pressure is going to build in. So it's actually going to be dry for the second half of tomorrow, all of Wednesday, and all of Thursday as well. Friday, though, we're keeping an eye on that system as well. And I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a little bit. So for tomorrow, we're going to start off cold, but above freezing, 100% chance of rain. We'll get into the mid 40s by the afternoon, but we are going to look to see how much sun we can get here in the afternoon. So taking a look hour by hour, 7 a.m., you can see what a soggy mess it is. And you see those pockets of some more moderate, even some heavy rain as well. And just a few pockets of below freezing temperatures up in the foothills in the mountains. So this is not going to be a big freezing rain event for them, but we do have that possibility. So that's why we want you to be aware of it. 1240, you can see most of that rain is gone. Clouds starting to thin out, and so if we can get some sunshine in here, especially in the early afternoon hours, that's going to help to warm us up. Our afternoon temperatures are going to be very dependent on how much sun we can get. So head into Wednesday morning, another cold morning, temperatures in the low 30s, but it's going to be dry. So how much rain are we talking? Well, in just these 12 hours, we're going to get a good soaking rain up in the foothills. Looks to be about ½ an inch. In the Piedmont, it could be 3/4, maybe even an inch of rain in some areas. So this is a good soaking rain. This is what we've been waiting for to help with the drought. The yellow areas, this is that minor drought, very dry, and then a level 1 is in the areas that are a little bit more beige. So that does include Davidson, Randolph, into Guilford County, and points up to the northwest. So we need the rain. It is coming. It's not going to last all that long. Here's the outlook for the European model, and I'm going to show you this for a couple reasons. Lots of rain coming up for tomorrow morning, quickly moving out of here, and as we've been talking about, it's going to be dry on Wednesday, Thursday as well. Friday, though, this model wants to show some wintry precipitation. This is one model. And as meteorologists, we can't just look at one model, because if we switch over to the GFS model, watch what happens here. We're going to see the moisture, but it's all rain. So this model does not show any wintry precipitation. So as of right now, 4 days out, that's a long way when it comes to forecasting. We're going to mention the possibility of a rain-snow mix, but we're not going to start making plans for any wintry weather at this point. It's something that we're going to keep an eye on and kind of make adjustments as we go along. Our normal high for this time of the year is 55, and we're going to stay below average with those temperatures for the next several days. Overnight tonight, expect rain developing, 34 degrees for the morning, and then for tomorrow, rain in the morning, afternoon, sun, clouds, 47 for that high. And then taking a look at the next 7 days, you can see we dry out for Wednesday and Thursday. Friday is that question mark. Right now we just have a 40% chance of a rain-snow mix. We'll fine-tune that forecast as we get closer to that date. And then looking ahead to the weekend, Sunday 52.